Let me start, I guess, because I'm here. And let me turn this down, because... I can hear myself think again. I can hear myself think. How's your guys and girls life been? Mine has been busy. I know I streamed like for over a week, not... So, I'll hold on. Can I change this also now? Stream elements. Since my bot has changed, since my name has changed to stream element. Again. Connect to Twitch. I keep forgetting doing that. That's what like with the bot, but it says Hatsune Juju, so you know, should be changed. But my life has so been busy. I like less. Maybe later. Do I still have my comments now? Do I have my chatbot with my chat comments still? I do. Wait. But, dashboard. Whatever, I'll look at this later. Does my things work? My things work? That's fine. 92%. Damn. I forgot I had these commands. But yeah, as I said, I basically had a convention last Saturday, so I decided to not stream because I wouldn't make it in home. How late was I home? Like 8:30, I think, or 30 minutes past 8, and I didn't make it in time home, so, and I was like tired, so I decided to, you know, play the rest and such stuff. So that's why I'm not coming, or that's why I didn't stream last Saturday, but we're back, and I want to stream twice this week, and I'm gonna stream twice this week, so don't you worry. Also, if you've not been in my Discord, then I'm gonna tell you what I bought on the convention, but if you haven't already in my Discord, you have seen my convention stuff and such stuff. Basically, wouldn't be a surprise, but I bought 3 Miku figurines. Wonderland Sekai Miku. My target that I wanted to have for this convention, or wanted to buy Leonid Miku. I will be like, Elise, did you buy all the Sekai Miku modules? No. I could. I honestly could, but I didn't. I don't know why. But basically, I had more and more Jump Miku already. So I wanted Leonid really bad. So that's why that's what I wanted to buy at the convention. And it's also the first thing I bought. But then I bought like, I saw Racing Miku 2016 and I was like, I need to buy that. Like, Racing Miku 2016 was like my first own Vtuber model, basically. A version of Racing Miku 2016, so it's really one close to heart and such stuff. So, but yeah. And yeah, I got 3 figurines. And I also got like, how do you call it? A kimono. Yeah, that's funny. I bought a new kimono because I was like, I need a new one. So, like, there was a pink kimono. Like, you wanna know a funny thing about that? I went to the shop and it was like 45 bucks and I was like, oh, that sounds cheap for a kimono, you know, with bands and such stuff. So I tried it on, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what that guy did, but it fitted, even for my Paco bump, so it was nice. So I bought it, and apparently I had to buy $5 or 5 extra euros for the band that goes around the kimono. I was like, well, I got the kimono, so, you know, why not? And I don't know what that guy did for, like, to make it sit tight and comfy with the kimono, with, like, the band. But, like, I would try to wear it Sunday. I tried to wear my kimono last Sunday. And I was like for half an hour struggling with that band. It was like... I got a fucking band stuck for like half an hour and I was like... Oh, what do I do now? How did the guy do that? But it's a really nice kimono, I have to say. I only have to like practice with the band, that's the only thing. And if I have that, then I can do it. Then I have something, a nice piece. But it's also like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't feel like... it's not a long kimono, it's a more shorter kimono. So it feels more like a kimono that you would, you know, wear to bed and stand up or after showering. And instead a kimono that you will wear outside. Or so feels like, but it's a pretty nice kimono. Pretty nice one. Pretty nice one. And yeah. Sunday was resting day. Because I needed that. I needed resting day. Especially if you walk around on an anime convention with your cosplay wig 9 out of 10 times not sitting right. I don't know how people do that and I never learn. But I think I need hairpins and such stuff. So, but my wig was like 97% of the time. What do you call it? 97% of the time. Not sitting correctly. And it's just a joke around my friends and me now. Like, oh, Elise, your wig is not sitting correctly. I'll be like, yeah, shut up, I know. Even people offer help sometimes, and I'll be like, yeah, you can help, but I've given up with wigs. I've given up. I have given up. Oh. But like, the day was perfect, actually. It was a good day. It was a funny day. I had enjoyed. And of course, I got comments about my wig on the way back and the way forward. And I was like, I can get why. But you know, when I got back in my hometown here, basically, the worst thing that happened that day was when I got back here in my hometown and I walked out of the station. I saw a kid walking up to me making a comment and I was like, I heard it only because my music was done with the song and switching songs. And I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna walk through, you know, continue walking and hope he just ignores me. You know what the kid did? He wanted to, like, take his hand through my ponytail from my cosplay wig. And since he did that, he basically pulled my ponytail. Or not my ponytail, one of my twin tails. And I turned around and I started swearing like, why the beep did you do this? And that kid only said like, sorry, 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 sorry. And I was like standing there. Like, you know, I'm too tired for this. But because I said it once more, like, why the beep do you do this? In the first instance, because you're not funny. And he got like the only thing I got out of him was sorry, 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 sorry. It was just like a fax machine or something. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So I basically turned around and showed him my middle finger, but I was like, I'm too tired for this. If he like, I saw that I was live. If that kid pulled my twin tail and broke it, I can't deny I would have maybe been a bit more mean. You said it nice. How's life, Zelda? I think you come in the wrong time. Like, to give context, I was like to an anime convention last Saturday, and when I got back in my hometown here, I walked out to the station, and a little kid decided that like to make a funny joke, and pulled his hand through my twin tail, and since he pulled my hand through my twin tail, he basically pulled towards it, and I was like, I started swearing. I was like, why the beep do you do this, stupid child? I don't get why. Like, why would you do that in the first place? But I was too tired for that. And I've been the past few days also working. Like, I have job interviews. I hate job interviews. I was Monday working on my new house, and basically, I was painting. I got called for a job interview or to, like, get a bit of knowledge, you know, meeting each other. And I asked them to call him back because I was like in a lousy, echoing house. And there were people, like I was with my mother and her boyfriend there painting, moving ladders around and such stuff. So we had a lot of noise. So I said okay. And like the friend of my mother thought I made the most horrible mistake ever. But I was like, okay. And they called back Monday, and we met each other, and they went through, like, we discussed a few things, and, you know, he went to look. He called back yesterday with, like, the travel time is going to be long, which I already expected because his tone severely changed when we talked about the travel time. And I had yesterday an interview, which I actually reached on time, but since I couldn't find the building or forgot where they sit, I was a bit late, but someone of the company came out. Basically, I wanted to go on my bike there, but the back wheel is like broke, flat. That's like probably like the band. I need to replace the back wheel completely, and I felt like that one of yesterday. I honestly felt like I could have done better, because once they were picking on my knowledge, I felt like I was explaining things wrong. But that can happen, it's been a while, so if it's nothing, then it's nothing, so be it. But I got called when I was back home by a recruiter who I responded to, or like on a job offer that I responded to like a few weeks ago. And he basically said, I can't help you, Elise, because I would close more doors than I open for you. I got called this morning, and I have a meeting morning tomorrow with that guy. It's basically a job interview. I got I responded on a job offer yesterday, which directly responded within 10 minutes, and I gave them my CV, and basically they started a procedure with a client, with like a customer. So I have so many job offers going now. Which song is this again? Oh, it's cat food. I forgot. But yeah, I have a busy week. I have tomorrow, besides the job offer, basically a few resting days. I don't know for Friday yet, but Thursday is going to be resting day for me at least. And Friday, probably too, but Saturday is going to be streaming day again. So, yeah. I actually wanted to continue Ace Attorney, since I wanted to do, I say that already a few weeks, but a chill thing. And now that I thought about it, when I sit down talking whole stream or having a hiccup, I don't know, ever since I got back home I have a hiccup, and it goes away sometimes, but not all the time. So where is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? Hello? Hold on. Here it is. But basically, when I went home, I basically went like, you know, Elise, you worked on your new home today. You're a bit tired. And you have to talk a lot. This is not the best time to do a puzzle game, eh? And I was like, yeah, but upcoming weeks, I probably either, you know, hold on, where's my screen? I either, you know, can do it because I'm working on my new home, or because next week I have graduation. I have my graduation party, so now that I think about that, should I... Let me double check, is that in the evening? Let me double check so that I can give a prediction on what next week will be. That ends around 6. I might stream on a different day next week. Or later. If I end at 6 and... Hold on, if it ends at 6 in the middle of traffic jam, let me double check so that I can give an estimation on what I will stream when I will stream next week. Hold on. 40, roughly 50 to 4 of an hour to 40 minutes. So that would be that I'm home 50 minutes before stream. If my mother is not like, let's eat together. I think I might cancel stream next week for that reason. But I have to see. I'll keep it in mind, I'll keep it in mind. Let's first go back to court, because we had a kidnapping case, or a weird case, and I forgot where we were. But we were in the trial. I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in a messy state, and Juani was sitting slumped over a time took in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, he thought he was dead, didn't cross my mind. So you poured the glass of juice for the victim. Yeah, did he? Okay. You're telling me. Look. You're gonna tell me that if you find a person with a knife in his body, that your first thought is... ah, he's sleeping, guys. He's sleeping. You know, he is sleeping. You're not telling me that if you find a person with a knife in his body, that you're the first... whatever. This is not what I'm looking for. Hold on. I need to know what we... You're telling me that, I was thinking. You're not gonna tell me. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then who did you pour it for? Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you wait just a little longer to be revealed to you? In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen. I don't want to be quiet to listen. So, it was a mess. Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corrida? I understand your frustration not being able to prove your theory. However, before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. And then what did you see next, witness? I have evidence that proves she had... Now, this was already used. Do I have proof they fight? Yes, but he's just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Odd. Oh, wait. Is it here? Wait. Here. I was right! I told you, like... I'm telling you, if your first instinct is when you find a body with a knife in it and be like, ah, he's sleeping, then you're not wrong. No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body. What's the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corrida's chest. Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought there was a dead man. See? I'm smart. Did I did this last stream? I don't know. Did I? I don't know. I doubt a single person in the world will mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony just now is also... It was all one giant lie. Ugh! And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer. No! It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to the light. The defendant, Miss Matt and Garda, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible! You're wrong! Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He was the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Hello, Kazuha's life. Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? How's life? Kazu. I refuse to testify. Objection, yeah, objection. I was smart. Hey, you wanna know? I was smart. I read her testimony, was like, oh, I know the answer. And I tried my answer, and I did it on the wrong statement. And I was sitting there like, yeah, I was sitting there like, you're telling me she didn't walk into a room, saw a body with a knife in it, and went like, ah, he's sleeping. But apparently, I had to use it on the line after that. So I was smart for 50%. And there's no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Mattengarden's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Where were you less than hours of eating ice cream? I was innocent. I didn't do anything. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Miss Matt and Garda. We were this close. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. The witness has yet to speak this absolute real truth. The absolute real truth? What are you... Like, I know... Like, also, I'm gonna tell you, I know this is supposed to be representing American judicial system, but I'm never gonna get this. That's for. Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt and Garda will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Francisca from Karma. Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of... Talking is hard. Why is talking so hard? Ah! Miss Andrews lives by the gripping tightly onto the words of others. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then right now Miss Andrews is... Yesterday she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss from Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt and Guard will be acquainted. Miss Andrews undeniably believes in those words right now and is clinging onto them. Then what should we do? This first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? He is not the killer. Wait, are we blaming an innocent person? All we have to do now is to get our not guilty. That's my only priority. It wasn't me. I'm begging you. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone, help me. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? Hi. What I'm supposed to do? Right? I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who's the real mastermind behind this crime. It's an assassin, I know that. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else in could be except the woman carrying Kain over there, right? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What do I do? Do I be a good person and force her to testify? Because this basically, I think this reveals her suicide attempt that she did. And this basically, no matter what she says, Miss Brown was the only person it could be. Not to mention, I don't have a choice. I have to win a complete acquittal today. Your Honor, the defense believes there is enough evidence to sustain our claim. Therefore, we motion that this court passes a verdict of not guilty as soon as possible. I'm disappointed in you, right? What have you learned in this past year? That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edward. However, it's clear that the event's theory is the truth. You're wrong! What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However... Wait, is it an optional choice? Doesn't matter what you pick, but... Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop! Stop! Mr. Edwards? This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. It was optional choice. I could have been a dick. And nobody would know. I could have been a dick and nobody would know. And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop! No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. Am I a baddie now, or not? Because it was purely optional. I either put an innocent person in thing, or I be a dick, you know, and do this. But doesn't matter. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. Dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares more than anything else in the world. Please, please stop! I beg you. If people find out, I'll. If you're going to say you would choose that, that's of no concern to me. Edward is really a dick, Jesus. How could you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either fine is with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. I'm blown apart. That was cold. This show you This shows you how cold the world actually is. Doesn't matter what you do, someone will always break it. Someone. Nothing matters anymore. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, then it was... So, when I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made the dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nico Samurai costume. Stab the body with the knife? But why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man? What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth. The real killer is Matt, the scumbag of a man. I never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again. Just like last time. Last time? Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Corrida in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt and Guard for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and comment the cross-examination. I don't want a cross-examination. I don't wanna. I don't want a cross-examination, this poor girl. Can we give this girl a break? She's been like cold-heartedly torn apart. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is a part of the Jamming Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. Hello Miru TV, how's life? His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. It's going well. How's your life? I've been a bit tired, but that happens when you work on your new apartment, eh? New apartment work is always tiring. I can't move around. I can't dance. How's your life? When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. When is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That was when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin the crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Did anything fun happen yesterday or this week? Or something in mind for upcoming week? Once I made sure, I just started half an hour ago and I realized like, you know that you'd be like, you're busy, have a busy day, you're gonna be a bit tired at the stream and you'd be like, let's do a puzzle game. And then realize afterwards on the day itself, be like, you know, maybe doing a puzzle game while tired is not the best thing. But once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. It was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife and returned to the scene of the crime. Oh, I appreciate the support, but don't feel obliged to stay. So, don't feel obliged. Some people watch, I do have people from all over the world. Like, some people are busy, some people have other things, some people are tired. So, like, one stream does better than the other. It happens in streaming, so. But if you want to stay, I won't stop you to stay you, but don't feel obliged to stay. I appreciate it, but don't feel obliged. So if you have to do the dishes, go do the dishes, because I will be streaming more than you have to do the dishes. Now that I think about it, I won't stream more than you have to do the dishes. But... And then I stabbed one dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one who stabbed the victim with the knife. Gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved off the zone. All of you have support? Now I feel flustered. Now I feel flustered, like. like I say normally to viewers, like I appreciate that people are and people talk and such stuff. But I stream more often, so if you have something other planned today and something, you know, or something to do, I don't mind, like work or sleeping. Like, that's not part of being a European, eh? Like, most of the Americans are at work now, and most of the Asian region are at sleep now, so you'll be like... That's what makes collabing so difficult, because you can't really, like, plan collabs well, if you have to work in the morning or something, stuff like that. Then when I stabbed one's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. I have a Discord server. It's just a small Discord server, so there's not much to it, but... is this working still? That is working still. That's working still, so that's my Discord thing. If you're interested, and I'm gonna call you official welcome, so... Can I give you good roll? Now, welcome to my, yeah, I call it my arcade guy, basically. It is not the most biggest Discord server at the moment. I need to do some adjustments still, because I had to use, I had custom bots that I made myself, but their hosting is down, so I need to move stuff around and such stuff. Or I need to make a new custom bot and pay for hosting somewhere, but once I have a job, I might do that. But, see, so... If you have questions about my server, feel free to ask, and I answer, so... But thank you for joining. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then planted him as an Gardas Hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to the mess room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. An inconvenience? There was a woman with the camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes this was Lotta. There was also a woman with the ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. All back. And if you have any questions about me, Miru, feel free to ask. I'm Elise, your prego poly internet trend girl. I do a lot of variety things on Wednesday. I normally do Project Diva or something else on Saturday. So... I try my best to fun chat, but with busy weeks ahead, so I try my best to make it out. I don't know when people make it to join the Discord server, but yeah, especially being a pregnant Vtuber, that doesn't help a lot, but well, people who come and stay will stay. I have learned that over the last 9 months, last months. I had already been caught and made it to a big scoop for a certainly weak tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You were the one who prepared the costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear the costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's biggest secret there. What is the secret? That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. Hold on, I need to do something first. Welcome. I have a welcome thing. So. Wow, I have a hiccup. I'm gonna go away. Oh! I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we heard enough. So, after that you went back to Miss Ingard's room and planted the button? The Matt's Hakama, yes. After that, I folded up the costume and was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I stuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word, what does all this mean? Miss Edwards, is it? The real criminal is met and guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Francesca? She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, that man would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. You know what happens now when this scene plays? You know what they should have below it? Do below it? Oh. Just this sound and like... What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer. Right, Your Honor. The defense still... Right? It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indicate Miss Andrews on anything. Exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that point to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edwards, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That's all. Court is adjourned for today. Today's trial, it's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I ask you something? Edward? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this. Mr. I'd also ask about this. Also, I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Rudd. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was laying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But there's not as if this card had... But it's not as if this card had any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Witness, that card! Give it to me, hurry! Edward? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all the time. I didn't mean to! Oh, sorry, okay? What is this all about? I've never seen Edward so emotional before. That card. What in the world is it and what does it mean? Yeah, what does this card mean? Edward. You're not gonna tell us? Okay? 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 Why are you not telling us what the card is about, Edward? Edward! Edward! No, I'm not done. Are you done already? Huh? Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor! There, pearls. I can't take it anymore. Ah. I'm done with you. You're here for 3 seconds. You're here for 3 seconds. I wanna see something. I wanna see something real quick. So? I really see where this is going. I can time you out for a day, then you can chat here anymore. So I still have power shag, you know. You don't mind? Oh, okay. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. Huh? The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And it won't be because Mr. Ingard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Do it, you don't mind. You don't mind, really? How do I... Get that. I just time out anymore. Can I type? I can type apparently. Hold on. Yeah, luckily I can type. Stop. Get up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mr. May is much more pain than I am. I timed you out for 1 second, by the way. But how's life? Hey, you guys. Glad I got you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective? Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book. Wow. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. We're kind of busy right now. So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess this means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. What? Hey, what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Ingard's innocence all day, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to help you, pal. I've got a lot of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's let Mr. Scrubby Detective take care of things. Okay, by the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. I'm surrounded by people who only eat unhealthy and cheap food. It was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edwards act like that. Never thought he'd say something like that and didn't care if Miss Andrew killed herself. Is that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrew's last testimony, one of them was the truth. I give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would you want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. Garden. I couldn't figure that out from many things she said all day. And you're saying that the testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edward would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick! Even a woman prosecutor was better than that. Francisca van Karma? Speaking of Miss van Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss van Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But you're going to be fine, right? I mean, Edward said she was in a stable condition, but... Oh, she was shot in the shoulder, so... She's okay, and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What, are you going to visit her, pal? No? Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you actually got a heart, don't you? Now you say it, no. She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to get to the trial today. So maybe good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. No, I don't want to be whipped. I don't want for sick torturous fantasies you have, but... Yeah, now I'm definitely not going. Don't look so surprised. You stupid kid. See, the name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. I remember that name. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate that name. I hate that name. Like the Hottie Clinic is from that stupid doctor, right? What the guard told me, it sounds like along with Mr. Guard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here. And then we should talk with them since we're here. Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning. We don't have time to waste. Yeah, visiting hours are almost over. Oh, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass the victim list around. Gotta be kidding, there's over 100 people on here. Miss Nick, is Miss Angarda really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Alright now, Mr. Nick, let's go look for clues. We have to for Mystic Maya's sake. You shall not pass. You again. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed petty fogger. Petty fogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although, I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, so just as he promised. But I really was something more mindful. I want Edgy Poo's heart. It's all your fault. You have awakened the little beast inside of this old bag. Miss Oldback? Well, this is a good thing that happened. This is a good thing that happens. Ah, sad. She's not unconscious. This helmet is alright. No air gets in or no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper. Looks like the only way I'm going to get an investigation done is to first do something about spooky alien. All the same. So I can't search around here. I can't talk to her. I also can't move. Okay. I guess I have to go back. That's the first time I've seen this side of Mr. Edward, pal. Forcing people to say what he wants them to during the testimony. I want to know what's in the world happened to him all this time he's been gone. Is she alright after being shot, I mean? Her wound isn't that bad, well, the gunshot wound anyway. But the wound to her pride? Now that's a different story. The wound to her pride? Oh, until now she's always unhelped van karma creed. But since she came here, well, you've given her quite a beating, pal. I mean, she may act all grown up, but she's really still just an 18-year-old. Quite frankly, I worry about her, pal. My impression of her totally changed, pal. Are you gonna end every sentence with pal? I'm sure she's been questioned down at the Twitct, at the very least about messing with the body and obstructing the investigation. I should probably be staying over at the detention center. I have to go to the hottie clinic. I don't want to go to this place. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit the patient? Hi. Wait a second, yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me, yes. Director Hottie? Edward? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director Francisca from Karma. You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that thing, the surgery, it went well. You have my graduate. It's not like Edward doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand, yes, her opponent was a gun after all, huh? And when I stuck up on her real secret, like she would scream really loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute too. Why she whipped me with a whip, huh? But did I cry like a baby? Yes. But I think I could get used to it. Ah! Go back to your room. You're so mean, huh? So mean, my Frisky Francisca. But that's good too. Ah! Oh, okay, yes. Time for my IV drops, yes. And what are those tall pips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix, right? I knew she didn't have to come here. Hi, you're not gonna whip me, right? I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. That sort of thing happens all the time. You're telling me in Germany that you get shot all the time when you enter a courthouse? Even have full intention of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know? Regardless, I was attracted by that man over there. He was so unyielding one as to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. The only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over that case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. This from Karma? You made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you get your guilty verdict from Mr. Engard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. Am I hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem, but if she tampered with evidence or not. I've only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justified the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means. This from Karma. Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? That's that she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. It still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you excuse me... What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Hey, Edward. I want to know about the card. By the way, Edward, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This? I can't believe you hide me from this all the time. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right? This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigation team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer and an assassin. The best at that. An assassin? Was placed next to the victim at the murder. Miss Andrew was carrying it. An assassin? What happened today at the Twiiter was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrew's condition. You made her testify many times she wanted, but to go that far? But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right? The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I put myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. So who is the Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of the long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the killer name. So because the professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as an assurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above anything else. It seems that this one is an honorable assassin with a moral conscience. Guess that even honorable assassin can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. This discovery of this card basically confirms it. Wouldn't you agree? Shelly the Killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? Who does the kidnapper want? An acquaintance? I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Nick? Mr. Edwards is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edward. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right, listen. You need to know something. Juan Corrida was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt and Guard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. No, I can't believe that. No. See? Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only. As we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparation for Maya's rescue team. We meet again. If anything should happen, now, if you excuse me. Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Gardner hired an assassin? Why would he? He was already better at anything. I mean, he doesn't have a Psylocke. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah. Please? I'll ask you, make it home. Safe and sound. Haha, I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with the card I just found. That's like I got the door open. Oh, time to go take a look around. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. It's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. It looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love. Celeste. I bet this could be a clue. Oh, that's weird. What's a figurine doing on the sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Ah, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Ugh, locked of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'll be able to call tool there. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. What was an antenna doing here? Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Ah! It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you. Yes? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways you mean... That man tell no tales, how's the saying known is correct? That? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting, I'm an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Eek! Mr. Nick? Huh? Oh yes, Pearls? Mr. Edward has left, you know. Alright, let's get going too. Up! Let's get going! I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. Ugh. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah. There's a message here for you. Message? It's from Matt and Guard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. Dear Mr. Lawyer Dude, I got something really important to tell you. Oh, Mr. Wright? So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. Now I'm my cat babysitter. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. I'm a lawyer. I'm not a cat babysitter. Sure it's dark. I'll go turn on the light. Oh. That's bright. Jesus. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shitty the cat. Wait. I guess it's a shoe. Any good food to eat then? I had teriyaki last Saturday when I was at the anime convention. I ate churros also on the day. And boba tea. That were good foods that I eaten. Sunday I ate noodles. I made noodles with some vegetables and chicken. And Monday I had basically like meatball sandwiches as dinner. So, and today I had pizza, salami pizza. You know what I've just noticed? What if the door Maya was facing was like a cat lock? Because if that door is a cat lock and it is from the other side, then would that be the same door? That's a coincidence? I think not. Hehe. Cat seems to like bros. Pardon me. Yeah, now I know. Now I know. Maya, I'm coming for you, Maya. May I help you with something, Mr. Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Ingard's lawyer. Oh, the masters. Then you must be Mr. Right. You're Shelly, eh? You're Shelly. You're not gonna tell me you're not important because... No. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet you, wonderful self. I am the family butler, Juan Doe. No, you're Shelly the killer. Nice to meet you. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Nick. A bed for Miss Ingard's cat to use. I meet you. Care Bears added in our store. Care Bears? Candy Bears? Ooh! Like, we have also, like, Haribo here. Wait. We have, like... Where is my desktop here? Where is my desktop? Main desktop here. No, this is my mail. Not my mail. Mail. Shh. Oh. Like, we have, like, this thing. Which are also, Here, this is, like... This from time to time. Magnifique. With candy bears. So... Now I want candy bears. The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. My giant bicycle is flying through the air! The bicycle pearls is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own. Really? Wow! But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Like those candy bears from Haribo? Oh. I have I have candy here, so like in the Netherlands, we also have hold on. In the Netherlands, we also have like this. So you have this, and this is this. You can give me a back of this, and oh, it's empty before you know it. The same goes with this. Like the same goes with this from the candy. If you give me this, basically candy tomatoes. Like if you give me this, it will be gone by a minute or 10. It will be gone by the end of the day. Believe me. You must know all sorts of things about Miss Ingard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my masters are capable of such a full deed as murder. That's what they all say, eh? And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a low servant to speak of the master of his affairs. Mr. Dome, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a low... Yeah. This very cute cat you've got here. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancy shoe. And, anything else? Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. We should probably get going ourselves. So young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. You want to say something, Shelly? You want to say something? Huh? Here, I have access. Miss Olbeck, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Actually, ew. How do you know which perfume she has? Why, Nick? Let's see her here, huh? Would you please allow this so-called young person to conduct the... Okay. Yours truly, Miles Edward. Yours... I meant good of flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around, you do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook. Looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edward. Yeah, and I don't want to know. Yeah, I know. Aha! 20 minutes, continue our investigation. Ack! What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into a guard's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigation the killer. Can I go in there? Set one foot in there and you face the wrath of Wendy Oldbeck. I won't move in there, I promise. I promise. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet, hotel seems so busy somehow. What are you allowed to do in here? I can, of course. Investigation photographer urges on strives her ability to step up the scoop, yeah? This hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something that always is about to happen. But do you have any camera? God, Kevin. A photographer's gotta have cameras out there like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here, picking up cameras and feeding them out. Do you have mine? Yeah, Brad Thief? I think you dropped that thief thing already. You want your camera back? Here. You wanted your camera back, right? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. Oh, are you really gonna show out the box for info I got? Although you were loitering in this hallway in the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, and the soda pop with a few of them too. I guess this means there's no one who could tell who came and went that night. So, about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, did the arrows? Yeah, can I believe you've written it? You mean the stuff about a guard shoving his manager lady onto corridor? Yeah. Well, I reckon you're best not believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever comes to mind. No. No, don't. Yeah, when you got down to it, just a lot of random bull dooders. Hey, what's with y'all? Why are you starting at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or I'm just shrinking here? My baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're the red coat's friend, ain't you? You put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy in Hillwood for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work indeed? I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, little un. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please leave already? Oh, gewoon vroeg. Is het Nick? Oh, dat is zo de worldly guest limoning. I hate you, ghost! Ah! I don't think it's a ghost. Hey, Mr. Demon. Excuse me, who are you calling the demon, Brett? It is a demon. Run, guys! It is a demon! It is a demon! Is she gone already? You're calling an alien. Oh, it's you, Miss Oldbeck. What are you doing here? What's wrong with you youngs today? I came down here to pay my respect to my poor Juan. And you're disturbing me. You were literally moaning. Never mind. Can you talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time? I talked about plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by the thought of a photographer and a note. She was loitering around here with an abyssal look on her face. I need some water, otherwise my voice is fucked up tomorrow. Which will be fucked up tomorrow, but... I still don't like the look of how many bears there are. So, With that imbecile look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything it is. But you know, I was working tonight too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to be standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Coroner. In a normal, understandable, non-lovable English tone, please. It was the most popular story, you know, especially where it counts in my book. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at the mountain of present. Just show off the mountain of feelings all his fan had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big. There's certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pros? The presents, they're all bears, right? You got a point. This isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Gordon have presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? Bears, bears, bears. You don't know why my dear Juan was training, he fought bare hand with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight they became friends. Well, what an heartwarming fake story. Look, it's just like in those young people dramas. I can see those two tuckered out down by a river going, ha! You're sure you can fight? You too, bub? You too. How does really happen? This biography, bub. I love cock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Nice bears. I'm Uncle Bear and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What a barely stupid joke. The bear bad joke. What is this infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 PM. Way past your bedtime. That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 PM? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not the phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So we'll see my present. Did you know good? Ah, meeting Maya, think Maya. One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Is then. Is. Little. What is the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems. But. Connect. Damn it. Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me? What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static. Ah, I think Maya. Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronic expert look at it. The sooner the better. Oh, there's a lot of bears. Alarm clocks, collector editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. But the overall is the kind of bear he doesn't have. There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I got the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Yeah, and that's a bad joke. I'm so glad I don't have to listen to your jokes again. I don't have to bear with that drama though. Nothing. Then said about the belly clothes. There is his clothes, a dryer, an electronic shaver, a calculator. Ah, probably. A mess here. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops. Well, who's an electronics expert? Is that Gumshoe? Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. A rich man licorice full course meal out of a can, that is. Good, but I don't have time to eat. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. Oh, I know, there's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. I know what to ask about. The trans receiver. Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scuffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It's broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like... I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself. That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe... Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference. Pal? Electromagnetic interference? Electromagnetic interference, what is? So what is EME? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about, Mr. Nick. Like for example, when a cell phone gets off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kinda fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Ah, yes, the TV does that too, huh? I said that's what you're talking about. He seems amazingly happy that I've been able to understand that. So, the room you were in, when the interference to the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something that's there sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Very strong radio waves. Very strong radio waves? Something like a listening device or something. Ah, hey, speaking of that, where were you when that happened? We were in Mr. Corrida's room. The scene of the murder. What? That's it, I'm going to sneak into the Nick to get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Ah, wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, I'm investigating time. I'm on fire, pal! My fingers are itching to go! Calm down, Dick. Okay, he's gone. Okay, calm down. Where are they going? Hey! You're finally here, pal! It was like... not a minute. Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the Prinix doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police. Ah, so this is a bug sweeper. Looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. By who? Me, of course. And seeing this sure brings back memories. I don't look on down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? I'd work, trust me, pal. I'll do the job, but you can't set the sensitivity. So it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But is it better that way? Oh. Well, anyway, since I bought it here all the way, I might as well give it a roll, right, pal? Now I tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So I'm going to find it, right? Right now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real truer look-see, pal. The sweeper lets you know how strong of a signal is picking up. So keep an eye on it, pal, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press enter to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside to keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug, got it, pal? Lamp check, listening device, no. The mistake, yeah. And they're all on. They shouldn't do the mistake, don't you know it's wasteful? Yeah. Oh, the lovely bear. Ah! This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot? It's a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick? Yes. How many horsepower is it? How many horses? Horses? Well, look, it's a bear, so, A cell phone? Nope, no bugs in here. What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Yeah, that's true. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why did it look troubled? I just can imagine the listening device being inside the alarm clock. It's just some sort of reminding me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't here. There's no listening device in the notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with paper that you write on, so... Well, this thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? This is the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device? I mean... No, not yet. But this bear's eye is. Let's see. Perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got. Oh, you can't such a violent act! Oomph, rip. Ow! A camera. It's a miniature camera. And it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. Or whatever. A transmitter, pal. Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff? So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. A small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. There is also a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to the recorder. So it's sort of like a TV podcast, isn't it? And you know, you're right. Set to record the victim from room from 8 PM to 1 hour when was running at the time of the murder. So, what's the transmitter? As the device that sends footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yep. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start 8 PM and go for 1 hour. 8 PM, that was the time the award ceremony ended. Hey Rashi, how is life? There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this beer been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. And then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about it, and then well, because you exist in the world, no you. And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Why does this dino dance look different? Wait. Why does it look different in chat than when I hover over it? Huh? Yeah, whatever. Did anything fun happen recently? And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corridor this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there got a video of what happened here that night. Well, I bet Shelly the killer is. It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Now she's spending tickets. Is Perfection Incarnating having a nice day? Perfect Incarnation having a long, tiring day. After this I'm gonna shower warm, and I'm gonna like go to bed. I'm gonna be like, fall asleep. Not now. I'm not gonna sleep now. I'm gonna sleep after stream and when I shower and upload my stream. I had a lot of job interviews, work on my new house. And that while pregnant. Like, don't go moving while you're pregnant, or have a pregnant girlfriend. The thing you wash under. So. I got it. What? Hey pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around the electronic shops to see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible, I mean, it's already 9 PM. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! So, you know, people normally do it in like a bedroom. Or a bedroom and then shower. You know. But you can technically shower outside. But if you go stand naked outside, people won't like that. Believe me. He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard over Mystic Maria's sake. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most ineffective ways, right? You have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Mr. Scummy Back Edgeworth, how's your life? But yeah, you know, this Booba Prego girl also needs to shower because I have long days, I have morning and interview again. How is your job hunting going? Is your job hunting going well? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward, one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside the stuffed animal, huh? You're one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter the scatterbrain detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking you out got into this country, the bank and tells who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can you really? Oh, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. See you soon, right? Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until court reconserves tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Correa? The real killer? Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Correa's real killer, Mr. Andrews, passed. The kidnapper, whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. Ingarde. And this card. Shelly, the killer. And yeah, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edward. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. To be continued! For fuck's sake. For damn sake. I'm such a good attorney. Am I a good attorney? I am a good attorney. Am I a good attorney? Am I? I'm still here? Say probably not. Police are professional pearls, they find her, so don't you worry. If you can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. Alright. So the real person who killed Mr. Correa was not assain, Mr. Shelley the killer, right? And the card Mr. Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be the proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who's his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? The person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, there's still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can be Matt Ingarde himself. If Miss Ingarde really did hire the assassin, then he's not innocent at all. Far from it, he will be guilty of the crime. But it can be Miss Ingarde, right? I mean, when we first talked with him... Did you kill Miss Juan Correa? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and it includes Juan Correa, okay? Well, technically he speaks the truth. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. If he's he's speaking the truth, he didn't kill anyone. But... so what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right, you didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had put everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. Like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Is Ingarde's secret? What is the secret? Well, it's a secret, Paul. We don't know. For now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Correa was going to reveal the secret. That means... Mr. Ingarde had plenty of motive to have Mr. Correa silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ingarde. There's no way around it. Oh, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? But our visiting hours over at the detention center. I'm sure we'll think of something else, don't you worry. hey, alien. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed a strange device for knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? I don't know, and frankly I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so... And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at an unsubstantial lawyer. I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to talk. It's absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Ah, very interesting. I'm sure it was you, know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of Scandal's meeting. Scandals? What's that? It means, well, you know, the gossip that's been going around my dear Juan. Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have some reason for getting close to Miss Corona. I'll let you know another secret, John. I know who planted the spy camera. And that's that obnoxious buffy hair photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, I wanted to see it for myself too. Oh, they ain't actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know who you're thinking exactly, but I can be... That's nothing good. I don't want to hear you again. No. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed the manager with open arms, I heard. Manager? What are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had? It's a shame she killed herself. No? Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impact, Miss Andrew's mentor, right? Yes. That's the one. Ah, Shelly the killer. Ah. The Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know? Wait, to Engarde? Married? You mean to Mr. Corda? Really, you young kids, they don't know anything, do you? Because Celeste killed herself 3 days after the marriage announcement. That's one way to go. You'd be like, ask to marry, you'd be like, oh yeah, sure, I want to marry you. And then 3 days later, Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. Oh. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly cancelled their marriage. Oh. This becomes this becomes a bit darker than expected. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? It was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, unalived herself. Are terrible. And what happened between those two? Well, we now never know. I'm going now, bye. I guess the police are done with the questioning and investigation. Looks like things in the lobby finally calmed down. I need to go to... Feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? You're Mr. Guard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we have been looking for. A real decisive witness. Decisive witness? You mean for the Garda case? What's Edward up to now? What is this witness? I think you know the person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. It's Andrews, eh? Andrews, huh? Oh yeah! Mr. Edwards wanted me to tell you something. It's about the bear? He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, you wanted me to grant you special permissions. So there you go. What? I've already called them so they know. Go on, talk to your heart's content, do what you want. Thank you very much. Such good news, Mr. Nick. Yeah, they sound sure. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. That means that both Angarda and Andrews are in the detention center. Now then. Whose story do I want to hear? I want Miss Angard. Good, Mr. Right. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edward just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin client is this man, that Engard. What's wrong? Mr. Engard? There's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kinda different, you're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. I'm about the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as a Nickel Samurai? Yeah? I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. Could you please fill me in on what the secret is? Of course. 5? A 5? Did you know about Miss Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste impact suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. That's a pizza. Is it kind of pea, like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else? Are you connected to Miss Impact Suicide in some way? About this person. He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion. Oh, yes, that's right. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me. I was actually hoping you didn't know you had a butler. Mr. Garter? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. So Celeste is part of the dialogue. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Hours? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. Yeah, what? And I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. Are you the decisive witness? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago and I was on my way home. And all of a sudden, you there! You're under arrest! And was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and my whole self in general looked suspicious or something. I guess you can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal girl on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? I know, so... Oh. Now, how about this testimony you're giving? What are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they told me. You saw something important? What was it? Oh, well, the detective told me not... Yeah, me don't know. What do you don't know? Why my nose is so sniffy? You can't tell anyone, and especially not the lawyer, he said. Oh, you don't know. So. I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Ah, Missing me and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Almost there. He's going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know? Because he's going to that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. What was he really like? Well, let's see, Matt's always been a kind of a player with women. He will never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He always says it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgivable! He got that, he says. The suspicious look. I don't know who looks more suspicious, me or he. I think I look more suspicious, and I'm probably gonna say that, so. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. Yeah, see, I'm always sus. It's because I'm pregnant? Is that it? I know. One person will always swoon over him. His manager, you know? Miss Adrian Andrews. Isn't his bonus suddenly looking kind of energetic? I'm not talking about my kids helping the community. I'm just telling because I'm pregnant that I'm sus. Is that it? And Miss Andrews, she's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. Well, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? Doesn't matter not pregnant or not. Ah, shut up! Shut up! Oh, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in the world have their dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of the dazzle, Mr. Powers? More of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, British kind of a guy, you see? But it's okay, really. I got to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impacts? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about the mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Why would I go to TwitchCon? Was TwitchCon not like somewhere... Was that in Amsterdam? Why the music stopped? Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hit it. Yeah, we heard about the court today. Well, as a viewer, you can go to TwitchCon to meet your streamer. But you already met me in school, so... Well, this is what I think. I think there's something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Corona? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I get riled up with a truly insidious man. I don't know what hey, what's Juan in Mexican? I don't know. Juan automatically says me a Mexican voice. Blame Jeff the Killer, dude. A true insidious man. Yeah. No, but that was jalapeno mistake. Now I always pronounce Juan as Juan because you pronounce it like that 9 out of 10 times. It's Yuan. You want to say Yuan sounds better. You want to say Yuan. You want to say you want sounds better. Well, there's no one else that fills the bill, right? And there would be a reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see, well, that's some good info, thank you. You're welcome. Miss Engard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, sure. I'd get the two of them to tell me everything. Ah, Juan sounds way better. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry you're visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. I thought your client was mad. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. You can't be clueless about the secret Miss Corda had on Mr. Garda. I'd like to ask you about Matt and Garda, if you don't mind. Is that right? You still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean... You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Garda. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimidated with his rifle? That has nothing to do with this case, nothing. About Mr. Celeste's impacts? I finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all coming back to the surface. Well, I do apologize. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You want to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intents towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. Suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Garda? It's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? Well, if it's a good duty of every citizen to inform the police, you are not a good citizen because you didn't inform the police. You forged evidence? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews? Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason, so please tell me why you did what you did. Revenge? Huh? Did you say something just... Yay. A Psylocke, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer, to be honest. You're more like my enemy. Let's see what it says. Let's see. Take that! Can you please tell me why you framed Miss Ingard for the murder? I already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Miss Ingard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Yeah, I already know. Take that! Celeste? There's only one catalyst for that cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that's Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ingarda, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact and her suicide. Can I explain the relation? I can't. The relationship between Celeste and Matt. So we know one thing, and that's Celeste. I have on 11:30 an interview, and I'll probably be doing the rest of the day nothing, chilling. I don't know if I will be gaming yet. Probably I will be, but I don't know what I will be doing. Mostly. I said we don't gaming. I don't know if I'm going gaming yet. If you go gaming, okay, but I don't tell you I do. No. Oh, I'll unplug my internet for the day. Look how big of a choice I have. I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. It's probably just your imagination. Should really pick it up, Mr. Nick. It could be important. I like the beep. I like the beep. Small brain move. No, it's a big brain move because I do have a choice on what I do tomorrow. And even if I unplug the internet, if I don't respond to you and such stuff, and go on not disturb, you see how much we gain. So, hello? I got a big problem, pal. What's wrong? I'm on my way to your office right now. Okay. I never have do not disturb. I'm never on do not disturb. It's terrible, I don't know what to say, pal. That's the end, I say I'm going to... Oh. I got here faster than I thought. Hey. If you're not happy with it, okay? Your choice. No time to relax now, pal. I'm confused as anything here. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought the spy camera. Oh, Joyce. This quickly? And this beer will give them away, pal. The beer. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the beer instead of the camera. That's what Edward said. Shh, pals. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those beers who's related to this crime. And Garda. Matt. Yeah. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That's the person who bought the beer was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card recipe for the purchase. It's $3,800. For a fucking bear? And it's not just a recipe, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me I'm sure I sold the beer to Mr. Garder. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Garder's autograph of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed beer was... What about the spy camera you found? And that wasn't that end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give this back to you for you to fly away into evidence. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in front corridor's room was Matt and Guard. Why would Mr. Guard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Miss Corridor into one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know there's absolute truth behind this camera. Yes. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pulse. And Guard, what in the world have you done? No, we're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think this time you told me the truth. I didn't discover Adrian's secret. I didn't uncover Adrian's secret. Maybe I need to do this first. Let's talk. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corridor had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude, I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corridor, especially on that night. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corridor's room that night of the murderer. Secretly film? What? And this sent the images the camera took with the transmitter. Oh, but dude, where was the camera you're taking about hidden? In the bear? The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. And bear, that was supposed to be a present from a fan? I guess one had a few of those kind of fans too, huh? Dude? Spy bear, yeah, spy bear. Always good to have. Especially if it costs you $3,800. Actually, I want to say this bear was a present from a fan. Are you sure, dude? Who else could it be from? Missing guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I didn't buy you a bear. You're stupid. If I buy you a bear for $3,800, my bank account wouldn't even allow that. So, I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Ah, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Miss Ringarde. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? I have here one credit card recipe, Miss Ringarde. It's from you who bought the stuff there. Dude, all you can tell from that recipe is I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This is $3,800. It could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. Oh, wait, you're gonna tell me you bought a toothbrush? For $3,800. And $3,800? It's ivory. It's got elephant. It's ivory. Got elephant hair for bristles. Okay, Mr. Rich Boy. Rich people. Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. What is that? Amnui. What is that? After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said this earlier. There's only 2 locks? I'm still gonna ask you one thing. Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. That's more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. If I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hid the camera in Mr. Corridor rooms and filmed it in secret is... Heb niet convention in Eind. I've been to a convention last Saturday. I have to look, I can't say, because first I have to move and get a job. And if I have a job, then I need to get free and money to buy a ticket. And this is in the weekend of March. So I don't know yet. There is a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Miss Corda were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corda, you are going to reveal this as a fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Huge, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude, the kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. Good stuff, juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy Mr. Carrigan because of Miss Andrews. There's only one other reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Corrida's room was... Was it the suicide note? No. Why would he set up... No. No. So we have a lot, but not everything. But in the victor's room? Yeah, and it was recording that it's time to murder too, pal. Don't you find that just a touch suspicious and doesn't like a coincidence to me? Bye? Are you already going? Bye then. I mean, don't mind me, I didn't mean it that way, pal. Oh, salty as fuck. Oh, I thought you were going. Can I break your silo? Can I break yours? Take that! I don't know if I have to break yours first or that of Matt. The relationship between Celeste and Max. Can I prove the relationship between Celeste and Max? Oh. So I need to find the reason why the relation between Matt, and Celeste, and why Matt would set up an... Wait. I don't know why you would set up a spy cam in that room. Now that I think about it. Good secret, I guess. Now, let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Miss Corina had been successful with this plan? What would have he disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. This bear was in Miss Corina's room on the night of the murder. The bear was supposed to be a present from a fan. Expensive gift. This is a very small video camera. And it was hidden inside the bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear. Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter. Which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Corrida's room. I guess wanted a few of those kind of fans too, huh? Actually, I want to say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? What's could it be from? Well, Mr. Guard? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my mom, okay? She says that he can be friends with someone like you. I don't want to be a friend with you anyway, so... Oh, if you don't go away, I'm gonna call the police. Okay. I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Garder. Go, girl, you're pulling my leg. And now we show the recipe. Have it here, one credit card recipe, Mr. Garder. It's from you who bought the stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. I still find it silly. $3,800 for a fucking toothbrush. Yeah, we get it. Could have said it earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. It will be strictly confidential. So what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know. Because I must. The reason you hit this camera in Mr. Corrida's room and find that the secret is... Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around. And Miss Andrews and Corrida were having secret meetings. You who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corrida were going to reveal this as a fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. Good stuff, juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'll be the end, dude. He has a point. He has a point. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy Mr. Corrida because of Miss Andrews. There's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. No? Not? I thought I had it. I thought I had it, but no. But no. So I still need to find why he would set it up. And Rise less the impact. She was with the global studios for a while way back then. Some things happened and she ended up moving over to worldwide studios. Some things as in... Well, there's no one left around who knows the details, you know. Only rumors are left now. Matt's younger than me, but you can practically see his star potential. I got his autograph the other day. Feels kinda wrong now, doesn't it? I don't care what people say, Matt didn't kill Juan. I know he didn't. He debuted around the same time as Matt and everything, you know? Really? I started out small. First it was singing contests, then swimming competitions, then it was bowling tournaments, and then it was who could throw the best. New Year's party, God was always trying to one-up Matt. But lately those two were escalated to more and more dangerous things. I thought that no good would come of it all, so I began to worry. Do I miss something? Anything? You don't have anything to tell me to? Where am I gonna find evidence? Oh. Looks like there's no one else around. What happened to the person with the stuffed teddy face? You mean Mr. Shally the Killer? Oh, she must mean the butler with the stitches in his face. Oh! Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shu? Come on, let's play. I wonder if the butler, Mr. Doe's already asleep or not. Oh, there's a giant cooking heart here. There's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You have a point. Ah! A giant bicycle is flying through the air! A bicycle pulse is one where you don't have to pedal. Oh, this is already seen. There's another door over there. You shouldn't go wandering over there, Mr. Nick. Yes, bros. Now, I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. Ah, they are masked here. And one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of the old Tokyo. Well, we really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whatever to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid. A very comfortable, spacious lunch set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Argh! What's with me? I'm feeling inferior today. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Nick. Bed for Mr. Engar's cat to use. Amy shoe. The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess this keeps nosy people from me like entering it. I have investigated everything. The press conference, it was really the victim Juan Corrin that I disclosed something about Mr. Ingard. But they're both heroes, I want to do something so unheroic. Heroic. I miss something. And what do I miss? Is that with powers? Like... She doesn't have anything to tell. I can't believe it's Maya getting kidnapped all because of this guy. I mean, what kind of person is to do murder anyway? Won't tempt me. Do I have to do? Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Export for some reason went pale on the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what you look at it, I say it's a picture of a shell. That's it. Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edward really likes these cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that? Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edward's face turned pale, right? As I suspected, Grimshaw has no clue. Who are we looking at? Oh, I'm gonna buy this picture card. Have you ever seen this before? Nope, never saw it before in my life, dude. I think he's lying. What is he? Then again, you look like a guest just now. Maybe I'm seeing things? Was it this reason? You have to say any of these at all against the slightest clue? What? Me? Don't be silly, Mr. Lawyer, dude. How am I supposed to know something like that? Wait, what did you say? That Adrian! I never thought she'd go this far to frame me for the crime. I mean, what does she have against me, dude? I don't get it. It's gonna winkle up like a pin, dude, okay? I don't get why would she want to frame me. I mean, I never done anything to her, dude. Cinnamon, he seems trustworthy, so I have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. Mr. Guard? Dude, I know I ask you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. Mr. Guard? It is part of the thing, but I need to find out why would he... Why would he... I'm missing one piece. I'm missing one piece, which I don't get.
Take that!
Your secret. Like, I'm missing the piece, which I don't get. Why would he set up the camera? Spy on Juan. Like...
Take that! Take that!
Stop. Hello? Nevi, TTV, how's life? I'm doing tired, a bit tired, but how's your life? Well, whatever this bear saw was some more sent using this transmitter. Which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Corrida's room. I guess one of the few of those kind of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I want to say this bear was a present from a fan. Now, have you ever looked at this mirror, Matt? I don't never met Mr. Bear before, dude. Ah, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? I normally stream for 3 hours, so... That is not the tiring part. Moving, you know, making stuff ready for my new apartment and such, that's the tiring stuff. And getting like 100 job interviews, so... I have here 1 credit card recipe, Miss Guard, for a toothbrush of $3,800. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. That's more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it will be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know. Because I must. So, if the reason is Miss Andrew... There is a rumor going around about free publicity. Wait, is it... Is it this evidence?
Take that!
Oh. It's the card. Oh, wait, that makes more sense. Fuck's sake. That makes way more sense. Now about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. I want to know someone shady scumbag like him. If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Vittengarde, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up the camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how would you know something like that? It's because you're the client. That's why. You hired Charlie the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corda. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engard. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'll be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought. Anyway, Mr. Engard really did hire. Hold on a sec, I'm going to consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Oh, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to beat him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engard. Who are you? Whoa. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. Really? So you're Shelly the Killer's client? You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had the dinner. But all I care about is that you, Juan, is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? That's... wait, so... wait. So you're gonna tell me now that you filmed Shelly? And that you're blackmailing Shelly? To... get yourself non-guilty? Because otherwise... Ow. Way past your bedtime, little girl. Come on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why did you hide the video camera and... yeah, blackmail, huh? My weakling soon believes the words of others, just like the pathetic Adrian. Yeah, but this is a secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all, assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Hyde. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding a sinful deed over their hands. And superstars like me, how much do you take on word? Care to guess? And that's why... yes, that's where the video comes in. I got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, the video was my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? And why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl. Why would you kill Mr. Corda? Because he was about to sling so much damage onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of the press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corda had been able to give it, then Mr. Engard's secret would have... ah, well, that's why we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I know it doesn't do it really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly! How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corridor ended up dead. Let me tell you something, I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, that's assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. This game is fun. I did like a lot of streams on it so far. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Mr. Mutt and Guard. Did they leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. 3-4 years ago. 2022. I think, from the top of my head. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corda. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. And now, I've never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? And I'm guilty of his taking us a kidnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corda. Ha! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You can always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That will be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mr. Maya. You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You can end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think we'll give it all right tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. It's such a cliche phrase. One said something just like that if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him. Don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Hey, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. The storyline of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the Twitct. Alright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy? Oh, we can do that. That's right. He's holding me hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that's why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in the court of law until I knew what the prosecutor really was. But now, right, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? So, you must find the answer and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, but in guard, that man is really It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal to shouting the trickery? Ironic that all of you propose. Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Is it? Is it? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get in guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I looked at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Once you get a hold of yourself, you have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes, we're only human. You and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense attorney, you can't run away from that. You can only fight, that's all you can do. People like you and Francisca are from Karma always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not within you. No. Nanashi? Nanashi, thank you for the follow us live. But I'm not like you. I can fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francesca, she'd fight for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And, isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you were mistaken. Thanks to you, when you still out of my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I really realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. Life is good. Was thinking about doing some Ace Attorney myself. It's a lovely game, and it's a lovely game, and you can hear how I mispronounce a lot of stuff because that's how I am. So I hope I don't spoil stuff, but I hope I don't. Dyslexic. Shut up when you're dyslexic. I don't believe you. Are you saying that that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of the story. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you reckon you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger at this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding me hostage for Mr. Garder's sake? Why are you doing this for the cold-blooded killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things, he's my client. Don't toy with me, a man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah? This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is an aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure there's no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. And well, your fault. Your spirit of justice. That's the one after this, right? That's the one after this, right? That's why I called client relations and as part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time and my client were arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do and enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. My nose. Oh. And to ensure that you will do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did. But my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As the Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, then yeah. It will be my duty as an assassin to see she receives a nice long nap. No. Now then, if you excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it will be quite troublesome. He is in his house, I'm telling you. It's the butler. It's the butler. I'm telling you. Where's the mayor? Where's the mayor? I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of the transmission? Huh? Oh, that. Sounded like a cat. Cat? It can be. That cat. Can it be? What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding May hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Garder's mansion immediately. Alright, you're over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, bros. The fight has only just begun. Now there's two games I think. There's Apollo Justice and... Oh. Maya! Please answer us, Mystic Maya. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can believe it. That butler all the time. He was the killer. I'm telling you! No one has his own music team. He and the Garden were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. I'm telling you, it's behind this Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. A bear, isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corona? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed there. I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think that this came through the little door? This door is locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edward. Slam! Slam! There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is a garden private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and VCR. Look inside the deck. If there is a tape, it will be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it has the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. Oh. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looked like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. VCR and antenna and the footage that spy camera took at the scene of the crime must be aimed here and recorded on tape. Can't read all the labels of a very large collection of videotapes. Looks like Engard taped all of his own shows. But there were 2 games. I played one other game that had 5 chapters. And I forgot which one this is. Computer Maya, why couldn't you have used this to get help? Mr. Nick! Where's the power switch? Oh, I guess so. Then what happens if you couldn't find the power switch? Huge television speakers loom large here. I'm sure Maya saw this. She'd say, I would die a happy samurai fan if I could see the Nico samurai on the TV like this. Yeah, that's what she say. Ack! I can believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. You have searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looked like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we have lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. Little girl's looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We have already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Hey, yeah. This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste. Miss Impacts, you mean? Yes, Mr. Corona's former manager. And would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Ingarder's mansion? And what does it say with love? A clue? The thing I was looking for? What's wrong, bro? Please let me see the picture frame. Huh? On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya, she left us a message. What? I thought you'd call. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get in guard and guilty sentence, okay? If you get the creepy slime back and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Curly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gonna watch out for the helpless lunk. That's for now, Nick. Oh. That's... No! Mr. Maya! Right? What's wrong? Why is the blank stare? Oh, nothing. He searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edward? Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' file log. Just find out what secret she's holding. And I think I stand a chance to court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edward. Well, let's go, bros. It's time to open that last lock. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill? Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your Psylocke. Psylocke? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Oh, I will break you. I will break you. I will break you so as hard as I can. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ingarner for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ingarner. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? My nose, I hate my nose.
Take that!
Leslie! There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that's Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all have to do with that? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Miss Ingarner, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact and her suicide. I can.
Take that!
Oh, my nose. This is a photo of Miss Impact, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a red call forum question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Ingarner's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Corona didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. Ingarner? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then and often saw the two of them together. So that is why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It was anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. It's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which why Celeste and her kindness moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she unalived herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened. What? Then my name is Gordon, I have to call off the wedding. I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his wordless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth to Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. That is such mean. Or Miss Impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, it's almost certain that Celeste left the suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hit her note. And why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that the note was a powerful weapon against Matt. Oh, and that is the secret. And it will be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt Juan sought revenge. Revenge, there's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of the suicide note. And the time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out all about the things that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it's only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. The two were always spying on one each other after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it even ever went public. It was going to burn it. I even had to brought the lighter. But I'm gonna find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. And when I stabbed Juan's body with the knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even though with all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and talking with me. No big deal. I'm gonna sleep anyway. I can sleep either. Not in my situation, or what I know now. And this is a great place to leave it because it's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. So, you can probably hear on my noise that it's been going not too well, but it's been 3 hours. I'm gonna leave it here. So if you like what you saw, make sure to follow so you get notified when I go live next time. If you're new around here and don't know who I am, I'm known as Elise, and I do variety things on Wednesday and usually Project Diva or something else on Saturday. If you want better updates or better notifications, make sure to check out my socials. I do have a Discord if you're interested in that. And with that, I'm gonna say have a wonderful night, and I see you all in the next stream. Bye. Bye.